The mascot that you just saw throwing it down so fantastically is named Jollibee. Jollibee is a Filipino fast food chain restaurant founded by Tony Tadcatio. It is the biggest fast food chain restaurant in the Philippines and one of the largest and fastest growing Asian restaurant chains in the world. You might be asking what is this video about? Why am I even talking about Jollibee when it's so mainstream already and blah blah blah. So what's this video about? We're gonna talk about the workers. The reason why we get our food in Jollibee. The reason why it's still there. The reason why Jollibee is Jollibee. Yeah, so we're gonna talk about the workers and their rights, and if Jollibee follows those rights or no, or they violate it. Jollibee's livable wage problem. With Jollibee's success, it would open a ton of branches all over the world. With that success, surely they would give their employees proper wages and working rights, right? Wrong! Over the past few years, Jollibee has been criticized for labor violations, including low wages and understaffing, and etc. In the US, New Jersey, 9 Jollibee employees were let go after they requested to have better pay and better working conditions, which they appealed through the National Labor Relations Board, or the NLRB, which led to Jollibee paying $84,600 due to protests and public pressure. While in the Philippines, Jollibee is being accused of allegedly using the practice of endo. What's endo? In the Philippines, there is a law where a worker who has worked within 6 months in a company is entitled to pay, benefits, and job security that regular full-time workers are eligible to. But what companies would do to get around that law is to fire their workers when they are nearing their 6 months, then get rehired again, resetting their 6-month progress. The disparity in pay between Filipino and foreign workers has been brought to light by a picture of a Jollibee job poster in San Diego, California, that offers service staff positions at $16 per hour, which is 899.58 pesos an hour, which in today's time is actually 907.40 pesos, but in this time that this article was released, it was 899.58. The US salary is quite high compared to the Philippine minimum wage of 570 pesos daily, which is $10 a day. But even though the US salary is quite high to the Filipino standard, both salary are not livable wage to their respective country. A commenter said that this is roughly $2,600. Even for the US, this is low. Not to mention that this does not include tax and other employment deductions. This post does not mention the living cost in America has skyrocketed. Try to visit America so everyone would have an idea. This just shows that both branches of Jollibee is not giving their workers the pay they need to have sustainable income. Jollibee's workers' environment. So as of the moment that I'm recording this video, my mom actually works for Jollibee, and I asked her about the workers' environment, and she did say that it was pretty okay. They're not getting harmed, so the workers are safe. But to have more in-depth knowledge, I went to Indeed to see reviews of former or current workers to know what they thought about the work environment. A former crew member voted 3 stars out of 5. Decent workplace, however, it can be very demanding and yet stressful. Free food is required, which is great, but sometimes it can be mentally draining and stressful. Sales associate, former employee, voted 3 stars out of 5. The work was fast-paced and it took me a little bit to adapt, but once I did, it was okay. Management and co-workers seemed nice, but I kept having to fill in for absentees. Free lunch was also great. Pros, free lunch. Cons, unexpected shifts. Porcelain technician, former employee, voted 4 stars out of 5. A typical day was fine, great for my first job, and I learned a lot of good things from great coworkers. Management was good, and the great workplace environment culture was fine. To summarize this one, they're saying that don't work here if you're not Filipino because they do treat you differently, like a double standard. I actually wanted to look more information or more survey that's more negative, but You need to sign up to Indeed to look for those, and I didn't want that, so I also went to another website named Glassdoor, which has a summary of what the reviewers were saying about the pros and cons of working at Jollibee. Pros: met a few good people in 50 reviews, free food which is nice in 43 reviews. For cons: it's so busy and low salary in 94 reviews. The management was poor and sometimes it was understaffed in 43 reviews. Overall, the reviews were mixed with both positive and negative responses. While the work is stressful and fast-paced, it is a safe place to work. Permission to join unions. Jollibee allows its employees to join unions because in Canada, fast food workers are members of the UFCW Canada, which includes Jollibee, Tim Hortons, Wendy's, McDonald's, and etc. In the Philippines, they can also join unions like the Respect Fast Food Workers Alliance, or in short, RESPECT, where they will help workers get a just and livable wage. Well, this is a religion project, so we have to connect this to the CST. You might be asking, James, how will you connect this to the CSTs? Oh my god! We can connect our findings with solidarity and dignity of work. The unions that Jollibee allows their employees to join is a form of solidarity to one another. And dignity of work is quite obvious. Jollibee is allowing people to work and have a sustainable income. Actually, no, cut that. It's not actually sustainable. They're just making you work. But overall, I love Jollibee. It has a nostalgic place in my heart. I will always forever love Jollibee as a Filipino. It has its problems, but I do think it's not only Jollibee that has a problem. I think it's every fast food company. So we should strive to make better pay for our fast food workers because they do deserve it. Thanks for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye-bye.